We are going urban stealth camping in the unfinished stealth camper. In the middle of this heat wave that we're having. What can possibly go wrong? Do you know what? I hate to say it, but I think I might have cut that too short. No!
Did you get the aircon going?
No, did I get the aircon? Back on the van build and for a mini adventure. We're going to Manchester tonight for a night out with a couple of pals to celebrate my 40th birthday. But the van in its current state is not really sleep-worthy already. We have got power. We do not have a bed at all. And we do not have any ventilation. We also don't have water and we also don't have heating. We definitely don't need heating because this is literally the hottest week of the year ever. So before we set off, I just need to do a few things to get the van actually sleepable. Then we'll head over to Manchester, then we'll go out, then we'll use the van like a cheap hotel room. And I'm taking you along with me. Couple of things. One, people in the comments did suggest that I would need to secure the screen. That is correct. That is temporary screen securing. I am going to come up with a better solution. Oh, and we haven't got lights. I need to install some kind of lights and maybe a toilet. Also, people in the comments were correct with the stealth pipes are stopping the solar panel from working. So I'm going to whip the pipes off and we're going to have to come up with a better solution to stealth the van up. Let me know in the comments if you've got any ideas. Ladder up. A couple of people in the comments did say that these panels, because they are just covering the bottom of the panel, will completely stop it from working. If that was you, you were 100% correct. Essentially, I get 1 to 2 watts of solar coming in. So we're gonna have to rethink this whole stealth roof hiding everything solution. I'm not quite sure. Do we just cut these short? I mean, to be honest, we might be able to get away with just one pipe actually. But basically, any amount of shadow on the panel completely stops it from working. Let's turn the power on. Here it is, right. Victron. 3 watts of solar. Let's see what happens when we take it off. Well, we know what's gonna happen, but let's whip it off and see. I'm just wondering whether I can leave one on and see what happens with that. Slide this out of here. Slide, go on. Lob that down there. I reckon we can just get away with having one. 111 watts. Why is that not 300 watts? Nice, okay. I think I'm gonna strap one on. I might even strap the other one on the other side. Re-strap down, 3, 2, 1. Yes. Actually pretty happy with this. We've now got 0 solar panel coverage. And the other pipe can go on the other side, but I do need to order some new straps. In here, I want to get the cover on that, so I've got a blind, and I want to get that working so that we're not, well, so that we've got some ventilation in here. And I could do with getting a light in. Bottom of that skylight is here. And it is a bit dusty. This, I think, just goes on here, and I'm guessing we just bang a screw in to hold it in place. But there's nothing worse than being woken up at 4 AM with a heavy hangover. Right. Oh, look at the state of it. What do I need? I need some screws, and hopefully that won't fall down whilst I get them. There's actually nothing to screw into there. My frame doesn't cover that. I'm going to tape it up. I'm going to have to put some in permanent. I'll show you. My screw holes are there and my wooden frame is not there. So we're going to tape it for this temporary mission. I am confident, I'm not confident that this is going to... Oh no, now the blind doesn't work though. Fuck. Maybe if I just tape it to there. Right, we're in. That's it. That is it. More than 4? We'll go 6. the thought of this falling down at 4 AM would just be rubbish. Fly screen, blinds, yes. This video is sponsored by WolfBox. 3 months ago, I installed the WolfBox G900 Pro dual mirror dashcam into the stealth van. This just clips in place around here. Then I've run my cable up here, poke it in down the back of there. And then finally, we wire in the rear camera. This then gets stuck on the back of the van, then we whip that off. WolfBox have asked me to do a 3-month review and let you know how I've been getting on with the WolfBox G900 in the van. It's pretty much just been a set and forget. The camera is still on the roof at the back, and the G900 Pro is still mounted in front of the existing mirror. I've got it wired into my ignition line, so it switches on and off with the turn of a key. What's great about the WolfBox G900 is it's basically a dash cam, which is super handy in case you get into a bit of a crash. But also, because it's the dual version, I've also got a camera at the back, which in a van like this works like a reversing camera. The camera on the front is 4K, the camera on the rear is 2.5K. Quality of the footage in day or night is really high. I didn't have a dash cam when I had my last accident, and it was completely not my fault. Yet I had to go to court, took loads of time, loads of money, could have been avoided if I'd have had a decent dash cam to prove that it wasn't my fault. And because of the IMX678 sensor on the camera, it means that the quality is good enough to capture even number plates. It's also got a really easy app that you can use to view and download your footage. One thing I really like is the hands-free audio control. So you can say things like, show rear camera. Another cool little feature, if you're towing and you've got a trailer, is you can move the camera up and down, so you can check the hitch or you can look further back. Last thing that I've been using is when I've had to leave the van in places where I don't feel too comfortable, I can activate parking mode. That now will record everything around the van until I switch it off. If you want to grab yourself a WolfBox G900 Pro, I'll put a link and a discount code in the description so you can grab yourself a bargain. Thanks WolfBox for sponsoring this video. Right, back to the build. Let's attack the fan. It's turning into a build video when it was supposed to be an adventure video. Okay, we've got the gubbins of the fan here. Nomadic Ark Air Plus. Let's see if we can get it installed without kind of like a temporary install. Let's see.
Yo.
Yes, mate.
How are we doing, brother?
Good, brother.
Everything is set. The scene is ready for arrival.
Mate, I can't wait. I'm buzzing for it.
I'm buzzing for it.
I'm just in the van filming a video of me getting the van ready to camp in tonight.
Love it. Perfect.
That I'm going to need some power for, and they just clip in. I need to cut a centimetre off that. Ah, it's hot. That is so hot. I didn't know aluminium got so hot when you cut it. That goes in there. That goes in there. I've cut it too short now, have I? Oh, I have as well. Oh no. Cut it too short. Attempt number 2. Have we cut that to the correct length? Yes, I think that fits. Do you know what? I hate to say it, but I think I might have cut that too short. Fuck! I'm gonna cut a third one. Oh my god! What this means is I now haven't got one of these for when I actually fit the fan, which is annoying. So I'm gonna have to try and buy some more of these. Good job they provide more than one of these. This is because I'm rushing, because I'm actually on a time limit today. I think it's just a case. Plug these in. Do you reckon they will hold that weight? Probably not. Plug that in. That one. Okay. Right. They can all go there. Nice. This will provide my light as well. Okay, we are in. And the best bit about these Nomadic fans is they've got a blind in them. Right, we need some power. 3, 2, 1, power rigged. Yes, it is wired up. That took me ages because I decided to wire it properly in terms of run the cable. So I've run the cable up there, through the roof and into there. 5 amp fuse going in. Oh, we've got power. Get me on, power me up. Have we got fanage? It's loud. It's like having a robot. Auto. 41 degrees it's saying in here. Right, happy days. Have we got lights? Lamp. Yes. Not forgetting though, Air Plus. Get those labels on there. We're set. Toilet, bed, go. Need to have a quick tidy up in here. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Giving it a good clean. Oh my God, it's so hot. Right, bed, toilet, water, done. Then I can go meet Ginny for a dip in the river. I bought a cheap block bed the other day to stop on my mate's floor. It immediately didn't work. It just went straight down. So I've bought this time, this high peak one. Slightly more, I've gone from 20 quid to 40 quid. Let's hope, 1, it's comfortable, and 2, it doesn't go down. Got my WolfBox to blow it up. Yes! I hope this is comfortable. Look at that! Right, don't go down. Take that with us, just in case we need it. Oh, I'm right happy with that. What do we think? Right, it's too hot. I'm going for a swim. Oh, at the local river. I've just heard this on the radio. This is literally the hottest day in June ever. What a day to pick for camping in the van. Oh, oh, on the balls. That is so good. Yes. Highly recommend the dip. Come on, Bubba. Take me on an adventure. Right, back at the yard, final preparations. Had a quick shower, just got to throw a few more things in the van. Van is glorious. 36 degrees in here. Trusty old Trellino, just in case. Overnight bag, pillow, sleeping bag, although I can't imagine we're gonna need that at all. Right, we're ready, let's go. Toilet is stowed, bedding is in, toilet paper is in the back, jazzy shirt just in case. Let's hit the road. I'm gonna have to shout because the windows need to be open because this van does not have AC. Obviously an oversight when I bought the van. But we're on our way to Manchester, Sale specifically. Should be there in about an hour, and then it's a barbecue followed by a couple of beers out. I'm buzzing for this. You know, at the start of the Hangover film where everybody's just jumping out of work and getting to it. That's exactly how I feel. You don't get enough of these nights out in when you've got kids and stuff. So when you do, you've got to savour them. Also, I'm just buzzing to be in the van and having our first little camp in the stealth camper. Right, before we get to Sale though, I do just want to stop and grab a few pre-drink provisions. Provisions have been secured, onward to Manchester. Right, I'm going to shut my stealth doors. Slide that one shut. That way nobody knows this is a stealth fan. Guys, it's f***ing noisy, that fan. Oh. No! Look at the carnage. Oh, is that broke? Yes, it hasn't. Hello, Ronnie. Hello. Hello. Look at this setup. Say hello to YouTube people.
What's up? What's up, YouTube people?
Yes.
Mega stuff.
It's expensive, that though.
Yeah.
Fan tour for John.
Yo.
This is the humble abode.
Has it got the aircon?
No.
So you just
not-
gonna sweat it out?
It's not got aircon, but what I did do today was fit the sheath for that.
Yeah.
So I've got a blind.
You live a fitted sheet.
Fitted that so that that works.
Yeah.
And makes a big difference.
To the airflow.
And then I've just got my mattress.
Nice.
Toilet.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Mega.
Looking good, isn't it?
It's hectic. Definitely in comparison to how it was.
Yeah, it's looking good.
It is the working from home man's dream.
That's it. That's it. That's
Yeah.
the plan. Get in there. Jump.
Did you get the aircon going?
No, did I get the aircon? There is no aircon.
Yeah, look at that.
He's winning a bush.
Cheers!
Cheers!
Okay, a proper one this time now. I think this one's the final one.
Cheers.
Totally far away. Who's that?
Matt, tell me what's going on right now.
There's no air in the mattress.
There's no. Why is there no air in the mattress,
So much
Matt?
air.
Fucking blow up mattress.
Because of
So what's
because,
happened?
No, because
Is-
of because of
Is there,
Sponsor. What's the name of the sponsor? Come on.
who's provided you with the mattress that's died?
There's no sponsor. That blue light. There's things I haven't thought about.
there's so much.
Like,
So listen, Matt.
look at all these blue lights. Like.
Stealth camp review. Do you know what? Actually, night review, not gonna lie, was slightly intoxicated when I got to the back. When I got back, it was a good night to celebrate the birthday. Good to catch up with the boys. As you get older, you've got kids. These nights out with your mates just become rarer. But the van, what happened when we got into the van? Couple of things happened. One, the mattress obviously had gone down, but I got the WolfBox air blower out, gave it a quick blast, and amazingly, it was actually really comfortable. I can highly recommend this. I'll put a link to it in the description, what it was off Amazon. 40 quid, absolutely fine. The other thing that happened, I don't know about anybody else, but I am very light sensitive when I go to sleep, which is why I fitted the blinds for those two. But you may see on the Victron system some additional taping. The Victron system has a load of blue LEDs, and it was like felt like I was on a plane coming into land when I got in here, because the blue lights from the Victron stuff were absolutely just blinking and flashing, and I can't stand that. I could not get to sleep. So luckily I bought some extra frog tape with me in case that fell down, and I just went round taping all of those up. That sorted that problem out temporarily. The next problem I had was the Nomadic Ark Air Fan. Now, it works great, kept it nice and cool in here. The lights on it, really bright, really good. Like literally, that could almost be the only lighting in here at night. I highly recommend. However, one thing I noticed, and this would probably only affect you if you're building a van for a family, is just how loud the fan is when you turn it on and off. Nomadic Ark Fan is the loudest fan I've ever turned on and off. Let me show you. Listen to this. That 100% is waking the kids up. Apart from that, the van camp has been a massive success. The van is super quiet, nice and ventilated, got the 2 openings. This was cooler in here because I had the fan on than John's house when I got back. The stealth bulkhead worked perfectly, blocked out all the light. Overall, this was a massive win. I'm going to chuck some shoes on, head back to HQ and see the family, because it's always nice going out, but it's always better going home. Cheers, mate. Right, the stealth camp has been a great success. I'm actually really excited to get this van finished and get out to some interesting locations to do a bit of stealth camping. See how stealthy we can go. Thanks for watching this video. We'll be back next week working on the inside of this van. Thank you to our Patreon members. Click here if you want to see how I built this van. You might be surprised, but I didn't need these. Thanks for watching. Bye.